Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5. Battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He hands it off from the gun. Fights through a tackle.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's got it again. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL?
Oh, here's the throw deep downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of hitting the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Fighting him off. Oh, the ball comes loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Now it's second down here. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball is caught. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And we're going to throw now on first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Fuller. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route. He'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Back in motion now. Gets the first and still running. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run. You pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Oh, here comes the reverse. He will lose 10 yards on that carry. Good play by the defense.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He goes down. The first quarter will end on that sack. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Looking to throw it on first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play when they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll try the left side with a toss. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And that'll land just beyond the goal line. A missed opportunity to pin them back. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Fuller. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw caught over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
4 receivers split wide on 2nd and inches. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try to run it with the option. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cut quickly. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense getting set. Second down play here. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a quick shovel pass. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's inside the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He's got it near the end zone. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, he'll pick up some big yards.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Second and goal for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Or it's snapped to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They're going to run it here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. An important 2nd down play coming up. DB's backing off from the line now. QB decides to keep it here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Short connection to the tight end here, but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The offense now operating in empty. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab.
Good route running by that receiver on the corner. Was able to make a sharp break and run toward that open hole in the defense.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
2nd down after that previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Will he score here? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here.
No, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Auburn. Will take the lead in the 2nd half. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Washington. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Send the back in motion. On the run, it's Turner. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff in a single back formation. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It's just the middle. He gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Punting, ready to boot it away. Bringing it back, it's Fuller. Returner is brought down. Gets a starter in the next drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. On the run here, lets it go. Makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them the 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Fuller. We're able to get him down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The offense has been very efficient on 4th down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. It's an option look. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Receiver in motion now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
They're going to run it. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. What a moment, a takeaway and a touchdown to claim the lead in the 4th quarter of this conference championship game.
Well, that's what you have to do as a defense. At some point, you can't just sit back. You've got to be able to go try to be aggressive and try to win the game. It's exactly what they did right there. They put themselves now in the driver's seat. The defense came up with a play of the game. Let's see if they can hold on.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fuller. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
And now they run the draw play. Nowhere to run up the middle. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much. Is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
Second down play coming up. Defense not pressing this time. They'll give it to the running back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Man, how'd you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he did not make it. A big 4th down stop, a chance to claim the lead here, but it's a turnover on downs. The Auburn offense back out on the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, my gosh. This defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Here's the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 20. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. It takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Turn starts inside the 15. Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. See if they can convert the point after. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 during the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Trying to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Wow, what a tremendous